This is chapter 6 of class 11th, linear inequalities. There are two words, first is linear and then inequalities. What are these? We are going to see. We have already seen in the earlier classes the equations in one variable and two variable, and also how the problem statement translate to the form of equation. Now let us take certain more example. That is, you and your sister. You are younger than your sister. That means she is older. So in terms of age, you are less than your sister. And in terms of the height, say, you may be greater than your sister. Okay. So this less than, greater than, less than equal to, or greater than equal to, these are the inequalities because they are not equal. This is the equality, and if anything other than this equality, we'll term it as inequality. So we'll talk about the linear inequalities in one and two variables, and this field is prominent in various problem solving in various field of studies. Let us take example, and please understand these problems because we are going to use in later examples also. Ravi goes to the market and he has just 200 rupees to buy rice. And these rice, they are available in the packets of 1 kg. And one packet is costing 30 bucks or 30 rupees. If he takes, say, X number of packets of rice, then what will be the amount spent by him? 30 is the price of one packet, and say X he took. 30 into X, this is the amount he spent. But he have only 200 rupees. So this 30X cannot exceed 200. This has to be always less than 200. And why we have not used the equality or less than equal to sign? Because whatever you do, whichever number you choose, we understand this, that this is a natural number. You understand that this particular value cannot be equal to 200. You multiply anything, 30 into say 9. 9 is 27. Okay, make it less. 3, 6, make 6. 180. If you add one more rice, it will become 110, and that will exceed the amount he has. That is how the equation, and in normal life, in the everyday life, we encounter this kind of situation. Let us take one more example. Reshma, she has 120 rupees and she need to buy some register and pen. The cost of register is 40. Say if X is the number of registers, so 40X will be the total cost of the register. 20 is the cost of pen, and if we say Y are the number of pens, so 20Y will be the cost of the pen. So 40X plus 20Y is the total cost of the register and pen. But she has 120 rupees. So this cost has to be always less than 120 rupees because she don't have money more than that. But if you find out that for certain values of X and Y, this will become equal to 120. So you will use the less than and equal to sign. This is the inequality. Okay. This is how we use the equality sign, because in certain case, this is going to be true. Equality will hold. So what we have seen here is this less than, greater than, less than equal to, and greater than equal to. These are the inequality. There are certain types of inequality, like the numerical inequality. If 3 is less than 5, 7 is greater than 5, these are numerical because the numerics are involved. When you have this X and Y, say variable or literal involved, so you say, or you term it as a linear inequality. What about this type of inequality? Actually, this is a multiple inequality. 3 is less than 5, 5 is less than 7, 3 is less than 7. So multiple inequality is there, and we call it as the double inequality because this is one and this is another. So there are various types of inequalities. See, these are the example. This one to this one. Okay, these are all 5, 6, and this one, and this one. These all are strict inequality because the sign is either less than or greater than. That is why we call it as a strict inequality. When you have less than equal to or greater than equal to, we call them as slack inequality. Okay, and then these are all linear equality, because there is only one term, one variable x. Here we have two variables, so these are all the, you can say, the above than the linear equality, and this is two variable linear equality, inequality in two variables. This is linear inequality, LIE, in one variable, whereas this has what? X square. So it's not a linear inequality. This is not a linear inequality. In fact, these are actually the quadratic inequalities, because you have x square term here. But in this, we'll confine the discussion in the study of linear equalities only. So let us take the example we considered about Ravi. 30x less than 200. X was denoting the number of rice packet he could purchase, or he wants to purchase. So x cannot be negative or cannot be a fraction. He cannot get less than one packet, means half of a packet he cannot get, or he cannot get negative packet. So this we will not consider right now. See, this left hand side, we place value of x. If x is equal to 0, 30 into 0 is what? 0. So 0 is less than 200. Place 1 here. Here 1. 30 into 1. So it is less than 30 is less than 200. And likewise, till we reach 6. Till we reach 6, everything is okay, because 180 is less than 200. But as we reach 7, and we multiply 30 by 7, and he intends to take 7 packets, he will not be able to take. Why? Because 7 3s are 21, 210. This will exceed the amount he is limited up to. So the solution set of this particular problem of Ravi taking rice with 200 rupees is this one. This is the solution set. This will not come in the solution set. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we'll write like this in the braces. This is called the solution set. Okay. Any solution of this, of an inequality in one variable, as this is one variable, is the value of the variable which makes it as a true statement. Only these makes it true. This makes no sense. So any solution of an inequality in one variable is a value of the variable which makes it as a true statement, as we just see. So here we have seen that we actually use some trial and error method, which is good when you are a beginner. But this is a trial and error method. Trial and error method. Let us have some systematic techniques. Let us understand some systematic techniques to solve this. And before that, I want you to recall certain things you have learned in the earlier classes. Equal numbers, if you have say equality, and now we are talking about the inequality. So equal number can be added on the both side. Equal number can be subtracted on the both side. Equal number can be multiplied, say x, y, p, let us take p, on both side. Equal number can be divided, say divided by p on the both side, right? So this will not make any difference to the inequality. The only thing which is going to be different is that when you multiply by a negative or divide by a negative number, you need to change the sign of the inequality. This is very important. Actually, the crux of this chapter is this only. When you multiply with the negative number or divided by the negative number, both sides equal number, then you have to change the inequality. Okay. The rule 2, the sign in inequality is reversed. Less than 2, greater than, and likewise. Whenever we multiply or divide both sides of an inequality by a negative number, this you have to understand. This is rule 2. This is what we are going to follow. Other things you are well aware. Okay. So we have introduced the inequality. We are going to see much more of this in this chapter. Thank you so much.